introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And a chance here to check out some stats for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. And these teams both among the league's better defenses, Brent, with advanced stats and tracking. Is it getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defense?
The simple answer, Kevin, is no. We're still having an immense amount of problem trying to statistically measure what is happening defensively, but we know how you can impact offenses with the way you play defense. The measuring metrics on individuals still, we're probably 3 or 4 years away from understanding that the way we could.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Longtime teammates Middleton and Giannis, the forwards. At the guard positions, Holiday and DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Memphis, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Morant. Then it's Brooks. And it's Bane in at the 2-guard spot. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Sinks the triple.
Wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Holiday with it. With the teardrop. No good on that one. Morant with some nice D. Down low, here's Adams, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Well, Adams with that kind of positioning so deep inside, he becomes a force down low.
Holiday looking over the floor, trying to get open as Lopez. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Grizzlies on offense. It's a 3-point game. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
Well, the last time it was about feeding off of the glass and getting rebounds to ignite the offense, and that came up big for them. Great opportunities to get out and run.
Outside Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Middleton against Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Morant outside. To the left wing. Here's Bane. Lopez covering. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Adams against Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. Trying to get open is Lopez.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
And Brook Lopez, such a great complimentary player, Greg, fits right in with this team.
And he gives you good scoring with great efficiency. Very low turnover numbers. Everything you want from a role player.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Middleton with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Holiday. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Bucks trail by 9. Here's Giannis. Oh, and out of the Kumbo, hammers it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Morant passes to Jackson. Payton for 3. He's off on that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
And here are the Grizzlies now. After the basket by Milwaukee, Brooks finds Adams. Morant against Lopez. Here's Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Adams has got 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bucks trail by 7. Outside Holiday. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Trying to get open is Lopez. Misses off the left iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Morant. Lays it up off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And Middleton kicks to Lopez. Drains the three-pointer.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Adams. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And watching former Villanova star Dante DiVincenzo, he plays with such energy.
Well, I think Coach Budenholzer did a really good job with Dante in telling him the way that you're going to get on the floor is to be active on defense. And once you do that and you start earning minutes, the offense will come. And that's how Dante has gained this kind of confidence.
First free throw is good. And Greg, as the playoffs loom in the distance, For those teams who have overachieved in the regular season, how do they ensure that their success continues in the postseason?
Well, listen, the skeptics will remain, and you've got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You have to be resilient and adaptable, and when that adversity hits, that's when your focus has to rise.
Morant against Holiday. Morant passes to Brooks. Feeds it to Jackson. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
And you have to respect Jaren Jackson's toughness. This kid has had some early injury struggles, but he always returns to the floor determined to pick up right where he left off.
And the Bucks making a change here. Bridges checks in. All free throws good from Jackson. Here's Giannis. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. We look at Memphis. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
Now they've got a new set of goals, and those are all about success in the playoffs. That's where men are made. They've got to have their sights very high at this point when it comes to the postseason.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Doesn't go for him. Adams, some nice D, and the Grizzlies leading by 10. Here's Morant, and he banks in the layup. Morant's got 11 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Inside, Antetokounmpo. They shoot again. Rebounded by Jackson.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And finished off by Morant.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Giannis. Grizzlies making the shot. He's looking for Middleton and finds him. And they get it. Basket good.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Passes it to Brooks. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Holiday goes in. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Yeah, I feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1-for-4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Now here's Morant. Coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Takes it inside.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Morant against Holiday. Shot from 12. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one drops. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Both free throws good from Morant. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit long. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A pass to Bain. To the inside. Here's Adams. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. It remains perfect.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Ojale. Steven Adams making his last shot.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
Now here's Morant. He's got 15. And here's Brooks. Out to Morant. Rebound, Milwaukee.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Bucks trail by 14. Here's Connaughton. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Here's Morant. Allen with the rebound. And so Allen will bring it up for Milwaukee. Ojale passes to Hood. Allen surveying the D. That shot no good. Memphis leading by 14. And Brooks gets it on the assist by Adams.
And you have to like how active Brooks is on the floor, working hard to be where his team needs him on that break.
Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Allen outside. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
The body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
We've got 1:23 left in the first. Now Morant, 15 points in the game. There's the lob to Jackson, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Bucks trail by 16. Pass to Bridges. Here he goes. The shot comes out. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Bain passes to Adams. Misses from short range.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Allen. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside Jackson. Morant against Allen. And that one's good. Morant's got 17.
For the performance on the offensive end, he's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bridges with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. One second left.
Well, that's all Adams and his effort right there. Great job affecting that attempt.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, continuity is such an advantage, and that is something that Giannis has with the Bucks.
You see the goal right now, really well. We run plays over and over again. Our offense is not complicated. I know what I got to fight for. I know as a team what we're looking for. So right now I can see a lot of plays.
And he's clearly a capable decision maker with the ball in his hands.
And his length, not just an asset finishing, but also finding angles to set up his teammates.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Brook Lopez. Rodney Hood out there with Ojale. Then there's Allen. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the miss by Ja Morant from deep. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Here's Connaughton. Passes it to Lopez. To the middle. Here's Ojale. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
For Milwaukee, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Morant against Allen. Pass to Tillman. It's Brooks on the wing. Jackson trying to break free. And the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Now here's Hood. Back to Allen. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Morant passes to Tillman. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Lopez with the block. They recover it. Tillman. And he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Milwaukee with the ball. The Grizzlies making the shot. Allen drives in. And the rejection by Jackson.
Milwaukee's ball.
Connaughton kicks to Hood. Just 5 to shoot. Over Brooks.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
Bain for 3. And they'll get another chance. Gets it to go. That one good from Tillman. Tillman's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Allen. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Memphis leading by 18. Now here's Morant. He's got 17. Here's Brooks. Rebounded by Hood. Here's Connaughton. Kicks it out to Allen. Here's Ojale. Off target from outside. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jrue Holiday has been a welcome addition to this Bucks team. Chris Middleton said he just knows how to play the game on and off the ball, how to move without it, how to set guys up. He makes the game easier for everybody. Made them a lot better, guys.
That's how you make us, David. Thank you. With stories like that. That kid, Jrue Holiday, he is a quality kid. Wonderful character, terrific play. Timeout called, the Bucks.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it and take the adjustment.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Semi Ojeleye. Chris Middleton comes in for Rodney Hood. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Jrue Holiday in for Grayson Allen. Yep, that one goes in there.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And here's Jones. Brooks outside. Here's Bain. Back to Brooks. Launches a 3. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brooks on the double team. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Drills it from outside. Middleton's got 5 now.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
And Chris Middleton, the longtime Buck, he's been with the team through it all.
And where I give Chris Middleton the most credit, GA, is the fact that after he signed that long-term, big money deal, he did not have a great season. It did not deter him from getting to this level because he knew he was worth it and he knew he had the talent. So Chris Middleton deserves what he's gotten in the last couple seasons, especially the way he's played in the postseason.
Here's Tillman. An 11-point game for him in the win against Indiana.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
And the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
And out of bounds is Memphis gains possession.
Memphis ball.
The Bucks making a switch here. Bridges checks in. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Brooks outside. And the pass to Tillman. Stolen by Holiday. Giannis inside. Brooks covering. And that one's good by Giannis.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Here's Bain. A 14-point game for him in the win against Indiana. And the foul on Drew Holiday.
That's his first personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Bridges against Jackson.
How about the length? Tough for any offensive player to deal with the likes of Middleton with those long arms.
There's the lob to Bridges. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And Memphis turns it over again.
I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Tillman. Anderson comes in for Brooks. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Bain. Now here is Holiday. A 14-point game for him in the win against Washington. They get it again. Bridges. Comes up empty down low. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. From deep. Melton, no good. Bucks trail by 16. Tries from 10. Buries the jump shot. Middleton's got his third basket of the night right there.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
To the wing right side. Clark kicks to Anderson. Four on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Puts one up from 19. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Outside Holiday. Driving to the basket. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two. That's on Jaren Jackson.
You can see the determination from Holiday on that attack, expecting contact there, and got it.
The Bucks have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. He's off on the first.
And Holiday just does so much on the floor, but for me, defense is his #1 attribute. He's arguably the best perimeter defender in the league.
Williams, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. He's off on the second. Holiday, an elite defender, Greg, as you said, makes life difficult for opposing guards.
And he does a great job of playing D with his feet. Comes up with some blocks and steals each game as well. Never gets lost on a play.
Now here's Middleton. He had 31 points in the win against Washington.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
And that's something that seems to get overlooked with Giannis. How gifted a passer he is for a player of his size.
Well, the other thing, GA, that's awesome is that as he's going along here, you can see moments where the game is literally slowing down for him. So you take a guy who's won most valuable player awards, and now the game's getting slower. Man, that's some dangerous stuff.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Down low, here's Clark. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Bucks trail by 14. Outside Holiday. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Anderson outside. To the inside. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. There's the lob to Bridges. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys at the bench. They are pumped up.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Melton. No points in the game yet for him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now, here's Bridges over Anderson. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
On the wing, Williams. Anderson outside. Back to Williams. Over Middleton. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Middleton dishes to Giannis.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
It's DiVincenzo, top of the key. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Morant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton. Melton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
And he gets the bucket.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 1:15 left to play here in the second quarter. He feeds it to Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
1:05 left in the first half of basketball. Giannis with it. 10 points for him. Pass to Middleton. Clock at 6. Unloads from 13. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
and their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And you got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Bucks trail by 17. Now here's Middleton. He's got 9. He can't get that one to fall. 26 seconds left in the first half. Takes the 13-footer. Williams passes to Clark. Bridges with the steal. Holiday against Anderson. Outside Holiday. Pass to Giannis. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Stolen. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Grizzlies lead by 17. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court at a pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kenny, what was your take on Memphis?
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take good, not good, great shots.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
The shooting percentage they allowed was through the roof. The coach should absolutely be ripping into the defensive end. He would take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in, lock it in, lock it in.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.